I don't think I ever expected anything like an Oscar ever. To tell you the truth, that is not my motivation when I do these roles. I really am motivated by being able to work with great people and create a body of work that I can look back and be proud of. The best thing about acting is that I get to lose myself in another character and actually get paid for it. It's a great outlet. I'm not really sure who I am. It seems I change every day. I get a friend to travel with me. I need somebody to bring me back to who I am. It's hard to be alone. I've never been Romeo who meets a girl and falls for her immediately. It's been a much slower process for me. Each time I've gone into a relationship, I don't see why I can't have friends of both sexes without wild rumors being circulated. It's crazy. I want to be a jerk, like the rest of my friends, and have fun, and not care about the consequences. But I just can't now. I got attention by being funny at school, pretending to be retarded, and jumping around with a deformed hand. The role of Rimbaud is one of the most important roles to play for a young actor. I'm just starting to scratch the surface of what really makes me happy. And it's taken me a while to admit that acting like a little child and being a jerk and a punk is fun. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing all the hype that's written about you. Who knows? In a couple of years, you might find me in the loony bin. I realize that I do not change the course of history. I am an actor. I do a movie. That's the end of it. You have to realize we're just clowns for hire. After I had success, it was great at first. Not to worry about money. It was on my mind when I was growing up. The good thing about acting is that it always keeps you on your toes. It's not like any other job where you can go in and do the same thing as yesterday. I've always been spontaneous and outgoing. I've tried lots of things, so I've got some good life experiences, which is great because it means I've got lots of material to work with as an actor. I just really love doing what I do. I know every career is fleeting, and there will be time periods when I don't get the opportunities that I'm getting right now. So I am taking advantage of them. Everywhere I go, somebody is staring at me. I don't know if people are staring because they recognize me or because they think I'm a weirdo. My mom, Irmelin, taught me the value of life. Her own life was saved by my grandmother during World War I. My mother is a walking miracle. Hoover was incredibly ambitious as a young man. He was highly motivated to succeed in Washington, primarily due to his mother's expectations of him. I prefer ordinary girls. You know, college students, waitresses, that sort of thing. Most of the girls I go out with are just good friends. Just because I go out to the cinema with a girl, it doesn't mean we are dating. I grew up when I was 15, when I had my first opportunity in movies. I watched every great movie for a year and a half. And since then, I've asked myself how I can emulate such artistry. That's really my motivation. I want to do something as good as my heroes have done. My career should adapt to me. Fame is like a Veep pass wherever you want to go. I've been planted here to be a vessel for acting. That's why I'm really taking any part, regardless of how complicated it's gonna be. Portraying emotionally ill characters gives me the chance to really act. I was always the kid in school who tried to get attention. Not necessarily the class clown, but I do little unexpected performances. I like to be able to play a character and act out a lot of things, which I can't or don't do in my normal, everyday life. Being dubbed as a hunk sort of annoys me. It gives me a yucky feeling. I'm probably not going to get married unless I live with somebody for 10 or 20 years. These people, Romeo and Juliet, took a chance, and they did it. We don't have the balls that Romeo did. Wrong connection will give you shock throughout your life, but the right one will light up your life, if you have done the very best you can. Worrying won't make it any better. If you want to be successful, respect one rule. 30 is a very good age for an actor. You can play both young and old men. Never let failure take control of you. Relationships are like electric currents.